tuned in to Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Yo.
Hello people, welcome.
Yo, what's good, young world?
What's going on?
Man, my name is Pitts.
And I'm Push. Welcome to Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Coming at you. Man, it's been a minute, it's been a long time coming, bro.
You brought it to fruition, brother.
Hey, listen, man. The patience, the hard work, the dedication, it's all paying off. Now, we ain't got nowhere to go but up. I appreciate you, IG.
Appreciate you, love you, dog. I appreciate you for even bringing this idea to my doorstep. You know, it is something that I'm passionate about, and you are as well.
Yeah.
With both our backgrounds in sports and coming up in sports and things like that, I think we could bring some positive dialogue to this podcast world, vlog world.
Man, we just have a variety of different opinions. You know, we're gonna agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But I'm excited of the different guests that we have coming up, whether it's, you know, professional coaches, you know, people who just have a passion for the love of sports.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm eternally grateful, bro. And I guess I'll go ahead and jump off, man. Like I said, my name is Pitts. You know what I'm saying? I'm an extremely passionate sports fan, man. I played sports since I was 7, born and raised out of Pittsburgh, PA. 412, Maryland is where I call home. You know, I've played baseball, football, basketball, I dabble with a little bit of track, you know, but I bleed for sports. You know, coming out of high school, I was drafted for baseball by the Anaheim Angels and the Atlanta Braves.
Nice.
Messed both them opportunities up, pulled hamstrings, and both tryouts. Never got another opportunity, but the experience itself was grand for me.
Yeah,
you know, the fact that I felt that coming out of high school, that the level of my ability was exactly where I wished it would have been. So
nice.
I'm grateful, man. I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, and I'm Push, man, and I'm out of the Hill District from Pittsburgh, PA. You know, I got my background is in football mostly. I've ran track, I've played baseball, swam, a couple other sports, man, and I was all city in high school. Had a collegiate stint at IUP where I did well, and you know, and then I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed to be here, blessed to be able to share my thoughts and opinions with y'all. And I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I'm blessed that y'all lending us y'all ear.
Hey, I can't let that moment slide though. Hey, Wilkinsburg, stand up. hey,
Wildcats Hill District Rebels. Y'all know who run the city league.
Listen.
Y'all know who run the city league, man.
Hornets, Bees, we get all these first. Listen. Duquesne, Homewood, y'all have some runs.
Shout out to the Hill, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Hill Rebels, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
the old school Wildcats, man.
Yeah. I'm appreciative of that, man. But hey, we got a dope show for them today, bro.
Yes, we do. We got a little bit of the World Series scandal, I believe.
Hey, man, we got that. We talk about our boy AB.
AB is a character, man.
Yeah, man. We talk about him. What else we got? We
got Kobe.
Yeah, definitely gotta give a tribute.
Rest in peace. Y'all see, we got the Lakers thing going on.
Yeah,
we had to do the hats at least. I had the sneakers. I can't get them in the camera, but I got the LeBron Laker joints on.
Yeah, and then we also got we're gonna recap the Super Bowl. We know that's been a good 3 weeks from now, but you know we got some thoughts about that we want to get out there. We won't hold on, and also we want to go ahead and touch on the NBA All-Star game. So, hey, man, I'm excited and ready.
Dwayne Wade, you fouled, man.
Oh, you hustled that, man, but we'll get into that.
We will.
Yeah, but stay tuned. Pits and Push
Sports Talk Radio.
Coming there.
All right, so now we're going to get into the World Series and the baseball scandal with the Astros. And so, you know, if y'all didn't hear about it, they got caught stealing signs from the pitchers. They had a camera installed in center field, which shot, I guess, the images of what the catcher and the pitcher were communicating, and they had like an algorithm or something that figured out what the exact pitch was. And once they found out what pitch was coming, they would bang on it, I guess, a garbage can a certain amount of times to distinguish to the batter.
Yeah.
Which pitch was coming. How you feel about that?
It was crazy, man, because first off, they had a camera in center field that would shoot a live feed to the tunnel in the dugout behind the Houston Astros, only for home games. And what happened was that a staff member or a player would then bang on a trash can, and by the bangs or the amount of bangs on the trash can, it would then alert the player at the batter's plate, at the home plate,
Yeah, to let them know.
and it would let them know which pitch is coming. So that is crazy to think that they did that for 2017 and then did some for 2018,
Yes.
and then won the World Series
Series,
in 2017.
And if you notice that World Series, man, every away game it was pretty much getting trashed.
They were getting hammered.
And then, but when they got home, they would be smacking boys out the park.
That's because they right.
You know,
right.
but we know why. But I'm
Right.
just saying, like, and then I don't know if you saw the apology. How you feel about the apology?
Oh,
When
Bregman and Altuve. You know, those apologies meant nothing.
yeah.
To me, it was to again place a Band-Aid over the situation. One, this topic is not going to go away.
No,
Not only because they got caught stealing, but because they won the World Series that year. Like, there's no way that you can justify that to an audience or amongst the peers in the Major League Baseball, because I can assure you, the New York Yankees,
Yeah, they're pissed.
they don't feel like
They're pissed.
justice was served.
So I feel they need to fix that for the sake of sports, period.
But the crazy thing is, before you can fix it, you have to, in my opinion, before you can fix something, you have to then first let everybody else know that, hey, this won't stand. Like, this cannot be tolerated.
Right. It starts from the higher ups.
Right. So when it comes to trying to eliminate it, the way you eliminate things is by doing those things that will make people be apprehensive. Like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Though we should go that route, because the punishment didn't fit the crime.
Right. So you don't think them being fired in $5 million, them being fired $5 million is enough?
So
I agree with you on that.
Lon Howe lost his job. That's the you got your GM and you got your GM and you got your field manager, right? So Jeff lost his job as the GM. AJ Hinch lost his job as a field manager. The Astros were fined as a team $5 million, and they forfeit their first and second round draft picks in the 2020 and 2021 draft. I still don't feel like that's enough, because
it's not.
Because you have players like Carlos Beltran and Alex Cora who are on other teams who lost their job in regards to it. But yet, you don't have any of the players that were a part of the scheme penalized.
Right.
That's what's baffling the most. Because Jose Altuve were one of the players who participated in the scheme.
So is it more the players' fault or the higher ups?
It's all of their faults.
But I don't. As a team, as an owner and a coach, I think that falls on y'all, because y'all had to know about this. Of course.
The owner said he heard about it, but he didn't know if it was true. This is my thing. They were so open about this that they were asking other players that were coming in if they wanted to be a part of it. So they weren't afraid of hiding it, and they made it known. The crazy thing is that out of nowhere, Mike Fires just decided to mention it. Like, I guess for me, that's the thing that really troubles me the most, is the root of why he told now. Like, he been gone for 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years. Why Mike wait now to say something after he won a World Series with them?
Well, maybe he couldn't. He felt that with the position he was in, he couldn't say nothing.
I feel like
Why? He would have felt like a traitor there.
Mike should not be held as a hero. Mike Fires he should have some type of penalty as well because he participated.
I think it all falls down on management, bro. I don't think the players, because the players want to do it without the okay of the management.
These are grown men.
Yeah, but they don't own the teams. They not giving the okays for all this to happen.
They not giving the okays, but these are their star players.
Yeah, but they the scapegoats for the owners, bro. I think the owners and the GMs knew something about that.
Oh, the GM,
you know
the owner,
like the GM was the scapegoat.
GM heard about it, but he ain't put his head in the locker room and be like, "Is this true? What I'm hearing, is this true?"
I think they knew.
The field manager knew.
Yeah.
The field manager knew 100%.
Yeah.
The GM knew, but he really didn't know. The owner really didn't know. But as an owner of a team, the accountability under your umbrella falls on you.
Yeah.
And you took the liberty to fire the two people who were at the helm of making sure that this type of situation didn't happen. However, $5 million to him ain't nothing.
$5 million ain't nothing. I think stuff like this won't never stop until they start taking away, pennants, World Series, championships, Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
With the Patriots stuff they had going on here in
Yeah.
the NFL. You know what I mean? Cheating shouldn't be tolerated in no professional sport, man.
The problem is, though, technology plays a vital role in everything we do, and it just seems like while it's useful,
It can become too intrusive at times. I think it can be too intrusive at times.
So, but hey, we'll see. We'll see how teams treat the Houston Astros when they come to their because right now for spring training, they said that they got the fans when they go to an opposing team for spring games. The opposing team's fans are banging on trash cans. So it's gonna have a ripple effect.
Yeah, it comes full circle, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if anybody can do it, man, I think my man Dusty can straighten them out, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dusty.
Shout out to Dusty, man. He's a high integrity dude, man. He's a player coach, very old school mentality, man. Solid dude, man. He had a 19-year career as a hard-hitting outfielder. And, just old school, man. Don't take none of that crap, man. He managed the Cubs, the Giants, the Reds, and the Nationals. Also led the Giants to an NL pennant in 2002 and 3-time National Manager of the Year in 93, 97, and 2000, man. Those are a lot of accolades, man.
Yeah.
And he also won 2 pennants with the Dodgers as well, 77, 78, man. So a lot of greatness right there, man.
Hey.
A lot to be learned from that, man.
I'm all for it, bro. Like Dusty's the man, bro.
Dusty's the man. I mean, if anybody can do it, he can, man. It's a tough task, but he has if anybody could do it, my man Dusty can, man.
I just look at what he did when he came to the Nationals. Remember when he came to the Nationals?
Yeah, he did a solid job.
That was Bryce Harper's second year in the league, and they were just trying to figure out how to basically get all of that talent to play together.
Right.
And he came in the 2 years, took them to not only did they lead, their division, but they also, went to the playoffs. Didn't fare well, but they were tough to beat. He put together a solid group of guys, man, and they just did the thing, bro. So I'm excited to see how Dusty can turn the Houston Astros spectacle into a good hoorah at the end of the year, man.
Yeah. And on that note, man, let's move on to the next segment, Pitch and Push, Sports Talk Radio.
Coming at you.
Live.
All right, bro. So now we want to just go ahead and jump in to our next topic. And, of course, we're talking about Antonio Brown.
AB.
Mr.
Business is booming.
Mr. Bitches.
I got a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. That joint crank. You heard that joint by AB?
Not even.
That joint crank in the club. Shout out AB. I like that song, man.
No shout out to you for that song. You whack for that.
I like that song. I don't love it. I like it.
So let's just go ahead and jump into Mr. Big Chest, aka Eyes Up, Chest Up, Prayed Up. Dog, on the field, he's an animal.
Amazing athlete, man.
It's not the Aaron Hernandez situation, but it's like the on the field person is a beast. The off the field, you be like, wait, what? Like this man was drafted in the 6th round in 2010.
Right.
Out of Central Michigan by our beloved
Pittsburgh
412 boys.
Steelers.
Hey,
Here we go, Steelers.
shout out to the Steelers, man.
Yes, sir.
But since coming in the league in 2010, he's played in 131 games. He's averaged 102 receptions a year.
Yeah.
Like 9 years, he has 841 receptions, 11,263 yards,
Amazing.
75 touchdowns.
Amazing.
As I stated, on the field, he's a monster.
Amazing.
Can't be touched.
Can't be touched.
Double coverage, triple coverage. Punt return, kick return. Off the field, straight embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to really say, man. I just think he could be possibly going through some mental issues.
He don't accept that.
People be in denial, bro. It could be he an attention whore. You know what I mean? Once you're in the spotlight like that, and you're booming, you're AB.
Business.
You know what I mean? You scoring all these touchdowns for this Pittsburgh Steelers, you the man, and then all that's just taken away from you, just football period, what you've been doing for the past 15 years. This is all you know. You take this away from me.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do? Oh, he got too much time on his hands. He going last shot. You know what I mean? He don't know what to do with himself.
But the problem is he gift wrapped his own career. Like
Yeah.
the embarrassments.
He did it to himself. He definitely did it to himself.
Let's go down his embarrassments. The way he strategized that whole situation out of Pittsburgh. That was
coming at Ben.
Come on, man. He know Ben run that daggone organization.
To his defense, though, is Ben not an asshole?
Everybody know Ben's an asshole.
You've listened to his radio.
I can't stand Ben Roethlisberger, and you know I hate Ben.
It is.
So me defending Ben is not going to happen. However, the topic I had is not Ben destroying his own career.
Right.
The topic is about AB destroying his own
AB.
career. Because that's just one aspect of his embarrassments.
Right. You gotta have a working relationship though with your coworker, right?
That's true. However, okay.
You gotta keep it cordial,
Okay.
right?
Okay, I give you that. Okay, so let's check this out then.
Okay.
The incident with him throwing items from the balcony, that he had that lawsuit going against him. That don't have anything to do with Ben.
No.
That was him being an asshole that he is.
Yeah, personal. He's definitely an asshole too, but he got a lot of personal stuff going on. I don't know as far as the sexual accusations. I don't know.
Oh, he got that too. 2 of them.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man, because you know, a lot of people want your money, man, when you got that type of money, man. I'm not saying it's not true, but some things I'm on the fence with.
Okay,
you know
so his short stay in Oakland, he praised Derek Carr when he went. When he left, he talked about Derek Carr.
But that was smooth how he did that, though.
How was that smooth?
What do you mean? He became an unrestricted free agent. He could go wherever he wanted to.
He ain't get his money.
He didn't get the money, but he got to where he wanted to be.
And then when he got there, he messed that up.
He didn't. It was because that second accusation came out.
It wasn't because of the second accusation.
It was the second accuser.
No, your boy went on Twitter and he sent a text message to the second accuser threatening her.
Right.
That's why the Patriots showed they was going to hang in there with him. They let him play in that game even after the second accuser came out.
Right.
So that was all on your boy AB.
Yeah.
That was him. So you got that, and then he's unhealthy with social media, bro.
Yeah. So since we on that, has he social media his way out of the NFL?
This dude is social media his way out of society.
You think they're gonna Colin Kaepernick him?
They ain't got to. He's doing it to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's think about this, right? He ain't got to Colin Kaepernick himself because your boy took shots at the New England Patriots owner after he got in trouble talking about my man and the prostitution situation in Florida with him paying for sex. So he's shown that anytime he getting in trouble, he gonna go and try to point to somebody else and say, hey, what happened when they did that?
He's gonna lash out.
But the problem is, he's doing that to himself. Not to mention, he just got in trouble about his property being delivered to his home, and he ain't want to pay $4,000. AB, I'm looking in the camera, man. How you making a song talking about you got a whole lot of money and you don't want to pay $4,000 to the moving crew?
Got a whole lot of money.
Does that sound logical? You making a song about a whole lot of money, but you don't want to pay $4,000 to the moving crew?
AB, I love the song, dog.
Man, listen, like I said, your boy got issues. But my question is, he wants us to separate the player from the person. He feels that the person should not affect his job status.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
But why shouldn't it?
Your personal life should be your personal life. Your work life should be your work life.
What happens when your personal life spills over into your work life?
It does happen like that.
And his did.
You can, but I'm not saying it's fair, but it should be separate. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that.
You gotta have a personal life.
No, everybody has to have a person. Everybody has a personal life.
Right.
But when your personal life becomes destructive to your professional life, then that personal life goes out the window because now you've allowed it to seep into what you do professionally. But not only does it have an effect on what you do as your job, but then it also has an effect on how you perform your job. So, listen, my oldest son, I was telling my oldest son, shout out to Kennedy, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Nat?
I told Kennedy, I said, yeah, we gonna talk about AB, and the first thing he did was drop his head. And my oldest son is 12. My oldest son said this. He thinks Antonio Brown is going through a mental phase, and not only will he get better, but he sees him back in the league next year.
So you don't
do you think AB's coming back to the league next year?
I think somebody will give him a chance, man. Somebody who's trying to win the Super Bowl, man. But the thing is the risk worth the reward?
No.
You sure? A Super Bowl ain't worth one season of distraction with AB signing for 1 year to get a Super Bowl. You're not putting up with AB's antics?
No. I'm going to tell you why.
I would.
I'm going to tell you why.
I ain't going to hold you.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm not willing to put up with AB's antics because then it sets a bad precedence in your locker room to say that he's okay to do what he's doing because we know he's an asshole. But the rest of you are not you're not on his elite level as an athlete. Therefore, you can't do what he do. You can't say what he say. That's not going to fly with. These are grown men. This ain't college.
Right, but that's why you signing for 1 year.
1 year is a lot.
1 year. Look, AB.
Hey.
Look, this what you do.
AB need a week-to-week contract.
That's what you do. You put it in this contract. Look, I'm going to give you a 1 year. I'm going to give you a 1 year, whatever you want, guaranteed money. But you put the stipulations in there. Don't use the team on social media. No outrageous stuff put on social media. And if he does, take those bonuses away. Bro, I'm signing him for 1 year for one shot at the Super Bowl. I'm going to take that risk 1 year.
AB, he got a lot of faith in you, bro. Because I wouldn't take you for that 1 year. You're too much of a headache.
Listen, man. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes.
No doubt.
Everybody deserves a second chance,
no
man.
doubt. But AB got his second chance with the Oakland Raiders. And not only did he get a second chance, AB got a third chance with the New England Patriots. And he blummed all of it up.
It wasn't all his fault. He had all the accusations coming out too. That played a factor.
Man.
That played a factor in him getting.
I can't speak on the emotional and mental state that a person has to go through when somebody accuses them of sexual assault. I can't speak to that mindset. However, when it comes to the fact that the team that you're on, basically, they let you play that game even after the second person came forward.
Right.
That lets you know, hey, they got my back. They believe in me. So therefore, I gotta make sure I do my part and just keep my head down and chug along. AB can't do that. The first time somebody say something sideways about this dude, he respond.
But that wasn't the first time, though.
It wasn't. He responded to the other girl.
Right, but that's after. So,
He didn't threaten
somebody
the
keep
other
doing
girl.
this to you. What you gonna do?
Man, that's annoying.
Exactly. So I get one accusation. You know what I mean? Now I got all these other people coming out, all these accusations. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna defend myself, man.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're right, bro, but as a human being, take the AB, the superstar, out of it. As a human being, you don't think he was frustrated and felt he needed to say something? Because if somebody keep accusing me of something that I ain't do, I'm gonna speak up.
Nah, I'm hip.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. However, I just don't agree with the way he does it.
Right, I'm just saying, but he did it wrong, but he had the right to, express himself, but he did it the wrong way.
We didn't even talk about the most egregious act he did, though.
What, the bag?
Nah, the fact that this man videotaped himself cursing out his baby moms in front of his children.
Yeah, nah, you see the second part of that, right? He threw the bag of penises at her.
Nah, see, and AB, bro.
AB shot out, bro.
AB, bro. Hey, go seek mental help, bro. Hey, in Pittsburgh, bro, they call that 402, bro. You need 402.
So with all this being said, man,
I don't see him in the league next year.
Okay, we passed that. So take his personal life out of it. AB, the football player.
He's amazing.
Is he a Hall of Famer or no Hall of Famer?
Oh, he's a Hall of Famer. There's
Easy,
no
hands
denying
down,
that.
right?
You can't deny
right?
that.
You think they're gonna BS him on
Just like T.O.
Is he gonna get in or they gonna?
They're gonna string him
T.O. got
along.
in, but
Right, but he had to wait. Like
yeah.
they made T.O. wait when he shouldn't have waited, and T.O. wasn't the headache that AB is.
Yeah.
Nah, all T.O. did was make them mad. He was doing sit-ups in his driveway and they was getting mad. That ticked them off.
But social media wasn't as big back then when he was playing either, bro. I could see T.O. being on the same type of stuff AB was on if social media was that big back then. But
You right.
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But I feel he's still a Hall of Famer.
To me, he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think your personal life should take away.
It shouldn't
what you
diminish
do.
your accolades.
Right, on the football field,
Right.
man. Because he's a game changer. You know what I'm saying? Explosive on a kickoff and punt returns, man. Outstanding ball skills, man. I've never seen nobody with ball skills like that other than Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, my man, he attacked the ball.
You know what I'm saying?
He go up and get it, and he ain't that tall.
Yeah, he's amazing, man.
And he quick.
He's super quick, bro.
But
quick.
It's just sad because in today's world, it's kind of like one-on-one go with two, man. They don't eliminate one aspect to highlight another. Everything is lumped together.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, we'll see, man. AB,
We'll see, man.
Push Zilla got a lot
AB,
of
man.
faith in you, bro.
AB, get yourself together, man. I
Pits
got
don't.
your back, man. Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Yo, welcome back, Pits and Push.
Pits and
Sports
Push.
Talk Radio.
As you know.
Hey, we just gonna go ahead and dive right into, man. Next topics, NBA All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna tell off with our boy Kobe. So, what you think about the NBA All-Star, man? The NBA All-Star.
It was one of the games I enjoyed in a long time, man. I like how they formatted it out to where they made it more competitive, and I think they could even make it more competitive. Maybe like have a quarter, maybe have like $1 million goes to whoever win this quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then and the winning team splits that. Something for the players. You know what I mean?
To make that incentive, make that hunger.
Yeah. From the first quarter on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the last, I like how they did the last quarter was the big chunk of money for their charity. But I think it's something should be for the players. The winning team spent $1 million or something like that.
Make them hungry to want to play.
Plus y'all winning other stuff for y'all charities.
Right.
But I did thoroughly enjoy it, especially the fourth quarter. I thought the fourth quarter was spectacular. I loved it.
I looked at the game as the stars versus quality. Like LeBron James had all the stars, and Giannis, it's like he drafted all quality players. Like he ain't draft hungry for the ball media type guys. And I like that balance they had.
Yeah.
That was a real cool balance that they came in.
It was a good game, man.
And then when you talk about the concept, I like the concept, the structure that they did where, after each quarter they reset the game clock and the score. So it's 0-0, a fresh 12.
Right.
Tip off and everything. I enjoyed that,
I enjoyed it.
I like how at the end of each quarter they gave charity to whichever team
money
won.
Right.
So that was dope. And then, in the fourth quarter, basically whichever team was winning the first three, after adding all 3 quarters, they add 24
for Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all see that?
Lake
Show, baby.
Shout out, man. But I like that because then it really put the game in perspective when I say the stars versus the quality. Because in the fourth quarter, the stars showed up.
Yeah.
They strapped down with D.
Yeah, they
because
was down by like 11 or something.
They was down when the fourth started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was down 11, plus they had to get
that 24.
Yeah.
So them boys was hungry for it. I like that.
They was arguing fouls. Like I can't never recall where they was arguing fouls
in an all-star game. Right.
I can't recall that.
Not only that, free throws in an all-star game.
Yeah.
It made it competitive. I like that. They can do better, but I think this was a start.
That's a start, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. And also what I thoroughly enjoyed was, the attention to detail for Kobe, man. They did an amazing job with that from the beginning when Magic came out and did his quick tribute to when Common did that amazing. That was amazing with Common. And also Jennifer Hudson as well, man. I thought they did a good job with that.
And man, Jennifer Hudson blew the roof.
Yeah, I shouldn't tell what she was thinking, bro, honestly.
She blew the roof off, man. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson.
Shout out to Jennifer Hudson, Common.
She still got that amazing voice.
Love that.
Common with his
poetic
tribute and everything, the way he did it.
That was amazing.
Yeah, man. I'm just in awe, man. Just that how much love, it shows that the value of the man in this situation, in this topic, overshadowed and a custom or in totality with the player of the man. Because he was a solid dude on the court. He was a solid dude off
the court.
And it's just sad, but at the same time, it brought in that dominating effect of a all-star basketball game that you would want. Because a lot of people complain about all-star games, and one of the things they complain about is the competitiveness of it. That it's not competitive. And and at times it's not fun to watch, to be honest. But that made me want to watch it. It made me want to sit through oh man, so I really got to sit through the fourth quarter to see who comes out, because now that's when they're going to be scratching and clawing. Because whoever's down got to put in that much more effort and work to get back up on top.
Yeah, Kobe and I can always say this, man. Kobe always played the All-Star game like he was playing a regular basketball game. Right. Kobe, I don't know, the one year I think was Jordan's last year. Correct me if I'm wrong, with the All-Star game. And I think Jordan hit the three that ended, and then Kobe came right back down and tied it and looked at MJ like, nah, you ain't going out like this. And then Kobe ended up winning the MVP and taking it off of MJ. And they was booing Kobe for that. But, Kobe is a competitive dude. God bless his soul. I'm gonna miss him, man. Just his presence. We lost a good dude, man. You ever read his book or watched his
I have not.
Watched his movie?
I have not.
You should take a look at it, bro. It's a great. I think he won a Grammy off that.
He did.
Yeah, I think he won a Grammy off.
It's amazing because when the people say, when people throw out words or mantras that people use, I think they take it lightly. But when you say Mamba mentality, that's a hunger, that's a drive, that's a work ethic beyond none. That at all odds, regardless if it's a practice or a game, I'm gonna play with the same intensity.
Right.
And I think honestly, man, there was a lot of players out there that I feel that has that mentality. Like Kawhi, he's deadly assassin.
Yeah.
Like my man, he don't say much, but his game speak loud.
Yeah, Kawhi's up there.
Yeah, man. I like Donovan
my
Mitchell.
Top 3 right now.
I like what Donovan Mitchell brings to the game. Kemba Walker, you know, I watched that man all the way through Connecticut,
UConn, yeah.
you know, and he was dominant then, and I like the fact that he's actually reaching his potential now.
Right.
He's getting that recognition he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was out there? Man, Russell, CP3. I don't care how old CP3 get. He still ball with the youngest like he on the same age. Hey, and he's the king of Lob City. He's supposed to be throwing them up and letting boys bring it down. Yeah. So that was dope to see him on the opposite end of a lob for the first in a while.
I think Kawhi went like 7 for 8.
7 for 10 from 3-point range.
He was on fire, bro.
Bro, he was killing.
And he got the first Kobe MVP trophy, man. Shout out to Kobe, man. We miss you, brother. You missed down here.
Man.
For real, man. And on that note, let's go ahead and talk about this man. Honestly, his death felt like Tupac to me, like Biggie to me, on that status. You know what I mean? And like I was at work when I found out. A customer of mine said, Kobe just passed away. I was like, quit playing. She's like, no, look. She showed me her phone. I was like, come on, man. And even then, I ain't believe. I like, somebody playing a trick on me. Man, I get home. My wife is in tears. She's bawling, man. And then I start crying because she was crying. But his death impacted. It felt like that, you know, Tupac, Biggie, Nipsey Hussle vibe. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we lost a hero. You know what I'm saying?
We lost somebody that was an effect for change.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny when you put it in perspective of the Tupac and Biggie, because, you know, no disrespect to Biggie, I was always a Tupac fan, but I love Biggie's music. You know, but when Pac died, I cried. I like when you say it's like feeling like one of your own family members passed away. That's how much I felt the impact of Pac, Biggie, or Kobe, or Nipsey. You know, so when it came to Kobe's death, man, I was in a barbershop. And you know, the barbershop is where all the conversations take place. So when words started being thrown out there, first thing we said was, TMZ broke it. That can't be true. But when have you known TMZ to give you false news like that? They've been on it. So we turn on the news, man, and we see the flames, and we hearing about it, and then we found out his daughter was on board, and 7 other victims, passed away, man. Hey, I cried, man, right there in the barbershop. You know, I'm looking at my kids. I'm looking at the picture of my kids, and I'm like, that type of situation made me wish they were near me so I can embrace them. Because it taught me one thing, bro, that people will say life is short, take life for granted.
That's the one mistake we think we have, man. We think we got time.
We think we got time, and we never know when our time is up.
That's one appointment you can't cancel, man. That's what Shannon Sharp said, man. That hit deep. That's one appointment you can't cancel, man. And you know, as a parent to me, what I thought about, even on a deeper level, man, is what was he thinking?
Going down with
his daughter.
Yeah, man.
As he's supposed to be a protector. You know what I mean? What is he? You know what I mean? I got you, baby. Like that really did something to me, man. Like, you helpless, man. You can't do nothing but I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? In
a situation where it seems like you've been able to control
everything,
your environment, your atmosphere, the way you move, the way you operate, to get into that situation where you have no control. And not only do you have no control, but you have your first child, your firstborn with you. Like that. Couldn't imagine losing one of my children, but let alone couldn't imagine losing a spouse, losing my wife, and losing a child.
Yeah, she had to pick out 2
That's
caskets.
that's double devastation. You know, it's already devastating for one, but it's like, man, like
Lost her best friend and her husband and a best friend and her daughter, man. You know, she had to pick 2 caskets out, man, and I hope she's doing better for what it's worth.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I just think, or I want to say this to everybody out there, though, you know, on a serious note. I think that when it comes to life, we have to take life a lot more serious than what we do. And I'm not saying like we got to go through life without smiles. What I mean is that, you know, we argue and bicker over meaningless things.
Smallest stuff.
And life is large.
Mm-hmm.
And when a life is taken and you don't get a chance to say I'm sorry, or when you don't get a chance to mend, like that will do something to you inside.
Right.
And I think that we got to get away from isolating and alienating each other over small and petty differences.
Something that a conversation could solve.
And something, and 9 times out of 10, man, it's just a misunderstanding. A lot of times we read into the words too deep, and we take things too literal. And a lot of times it's not literal. It's more just conversation.
Yeah.
You know, we can't keep internalizing things and saying, well, you did this to me on purpose. No.
Yeah.
Like we gotta be able to give and take. We live in a world that only wants to give. We don't want to take. But we gotta be able to give and take more. As a people, you know what I'm saying? We gotta give and take more. That's the only way life would only be better. That's the only way when we say live to your fullest, yo, you can't live to your fullest and still hold petty grudges. Because at the end of the day, those petty grudges are wearing you down more than it's wearing the person down that you petty against.
Right. I just think it just boils down to communication, bro.
Yeah.
You know, just allowing somebody, you know, to talk to you and vent without you cutting them off.
Yeah.
You know, to this day, I'm still learning how to do that as a grown man.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, it's hard when you eat it in the moment.
Man.
But, you know, take some time away from it, take yourself away from the situation, get your thoughts together, then, you know, reach out for a text and then have a conversation about it. I mean, that can solve a lot of things, man. And my advice to y'all out there, man, just mend those differences, man. Shoot a text. Just have a conversation, man, for anybody that y'all holding grudges against or haven't spoken to in a while. You'll feel a lot better in the end. I'm still working on that myself, so.
No doubt. Man, you both.
You know, but yeah, man, rest in peace, Kobe, man. Died early at the age of 4, only 41, man. He had a lot of stuff going, man.
And when you say that, man, not to cut you off,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me think like Kobe was 41 years old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 38.
Yeah, we both 38.
Bro, like,
Yeah. It's deep, man, and you know, Kobe was my top 3. MJ, Bron, and Kobe, man. Pretty much.
I'm Kobe.
One of those 3.
I'm Kobe, MJ, Bron.
Yes, you can fluctuate any way you want, but them.
By any means, the top 3.
Matter of fact, let me put a question out there. Who's your top 3? Y'all can leave them down in the comments on the Facebook or on the Instagram.
Again, like we said earlier, man, hey, you know, we're going to go ahead and end on that note, man. Can't end on a better note than when you're talking about the greatest, man.
The GOAT, baby!
But, you know, we appreciate
Kobe,
your support,
we miss you,
man.
We do.
You know, we ask that, like you said, if you have any comments, questions, man, we ask that you leave them, whether it's on the Instagram page at Pits and Push, or if it's on the Facebook group page. Again, Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Yes,
man.
sir.
We appreciate your support. We
Appreciate
your
your
support. We ask that you continue to bear with us as we grow through the process.
Yes.
And we only look to take you high with us. We thank you, man. Hey, long time coming.
Long time coming. Good first show, bro.
Hey.
I love you, man.
I love you, my G.
Love you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for letting us y'all here.
Honest.
Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Yeah.